bless Aaliyah, beautiful Aaliyah, and her family. Could you come, please, as we bless this beautiful child, Aaliyah Marie Anderson. We are honored to stand before you to bless your beautiful daughter. The next few minutes will bless your daughters, but if you turn it around, you're going to see that you're not here by yourself. So turn around. Yeah. We believe that when we bless a child, that we put a family behind you. If a family wasn't behind you, you have a family now. So Leah would have a support system in prayer. So men and women who would stand in the gap for her as she becomes all the beautiful young lady she leads. So I'm going to read some scripture to you. These scriptures just allow you to know exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it. The Bible is pretty clear and explicit about Jesus wanting to bless children. In Mark chapter 10, the Bible speaks of the reason why Jesus does what he does. In chapter 10 of Mark, verse 13, it says, "Then they brought little children to him, Jesus, that he may touch them. But the disciples, the Christians, said, 'Hey, we just come to church for us and we don't have no time for children.' And Jesus rebuked those who thought that way. But when Jesus saw it, he was greatly displeased, and he said to them, 'Let the little children come to me, and do not forbid them. For such is the kingdom of God. And assuredly I say to you, whoever does not receive the kingdom of God as a little child will by no means enter it.' Then he gave the steps to baby blessing. He took them, the children, in his arms, and he took his hands, and he laid it upon them, and he blessed them. What he did is he took his hands and his mouth, and he pronounced something that was irrevocable. He gave the little child a fresh start. He gave the parents some instructions. And so in a few minutes, if Aaliyah, if you're comfortable, if not, then I'll give you back to Dad. Hey Aaliyah, how are you? Good, you're pretty. Aaliyah, in the next few minutes, we're going to do something. Somebody's going to come and share some things with you and your parents and tell you about your future. After that, I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to lay them upon you. And I'm going to pray a blessing upon you. Irrevocable. That from your elementary age all the way to your master's degree program, you'll be blessed. God will keep you. And that quiet, sweet spirit of yours, that spirit of Esther that's on you, will lead you in places that only you can go. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to bless you. One of our elders will come and is going to share some words with you as parents and with those behind you and all our guests. But he believes God is sharing with him about your daughter, and I'll come back and I'll pray for her.
Studying about Aaliyah, Isaiah chapter 35 kind of came to me, and I thought it was just one verse, but the entire verse, the entire chapter is her chapter. The heading is the future glory of Zion. The wilderness and the wasteland shall be glad for them. And the desert shall rejoice and blossom as a rose. A rose. When he spoke to me of your child, he told me that she will have thorns. But those thorns are there for her natural protection. And the thorns are only a problem if too many people try to handle her incorrectly without approaching her the right way. A rose can make a statement when it stands by itself or it's in a group. So that speaks to her being powerful in the idea of helps ministry. With 1 Corinthians and ministry in the 12th chapter. It says she has great courage and great passion. The prickliness of the thorns can show up in her passion. Because if we don't receive her passion correctly, we'll try to control it, and that's when we get to be pierced by her thorns. The idea of the Old Testament word for rose is called a crocus. There's a flower that's called a crocus. The predominant idea of the color is a reddish purple, which speaks to the idea of covenant and majesty and royalty. It also speaks to the fact that it also produces a variety of ferric oxide that is used as an abrasive for polishing. It speaks to a leadership ministry because leaders are called to help polish, and they do it sometimes it can feel abrasive. But she's called to help polish because polish helps reflect. And as we have heard all day in the worship experience, He is called to reflect His glory. His glory. His glory. Amen.
Good. Solomon, Jennifer, can you come up here, please? Gloria, are you here, Gloria? Can you come up here, please? Norma, can you come up here? I'm going to pray for Leah in a few minutes. Your native land home is
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Your native home?
Kenya.
Kenya? Yours? United States? Yours?
North Carolina.
North Carolina? Good. Good. Yours? Okay, good. Because there's an Esther in you, you'll have to feel very comfortable with people who are not like you. So I'm going to ask your mom and dad to allow you to go to them, and we're going to pass you around just to get you used to one thing. Get used to diversity. Get used to people who are not like you. Get used to going to places you never thought and imagined, but you were born for it. So the next few minutes, I'm going to let you touch people who are different than you. Yeah. You will feel comfortable with every kind of color, and every gender, yeah, and every nation. And you will speak 4 or 5 different languages.
Yes, Lord. Amen.
So your parents will have to start you young
Now.
in these different languages.
Amen, Pastor.
For you were called to go into king's palaces
Amen.
and bring hope.
Yes.
Father, I touch and agree with your word for Leah. And I pray that no weapon formed against her shall prosper. From her elementary school to her master's degree and doctoral programs, I pray that there be nothing that will stop her or hinder her. I pray that her little heart will be pure and sensitive to your spirit for the rest of her entire existence. And even as she is peaceful today, I pray that she have a gentle peace all the rest of her life, because she will dwell in your presence. In Jesus' name, amen. Now, I want you to take her over here, because I want you to get used to this. You're going to have a lot of tears because she's going to cry every time she wants to go to different places. That's fine. Because you two brought her here because God needed her here. And you don't have to let her go. Okay. So I want you to take her over there and you can move back. All right? Give her a big hug and then Yeah, then pass her on. Gotta get used to it. Yeah. Gotta get used to speaking Spanish. Swahili. Yep. Got some Swahili on it.
Hi, gorgeous.
Columbus, Ohio. She got some luck out there.
We gotta go. We gotta go, baby.
Good. Yeah. She got some North Carolina in the country.
You're like, okay.
She has some Grove Port, Grove City. Yes. Good. And when you get her back, remember this. She was a gift that God gave you. And because God saw you as we're going to manage and store your gift properly. I will bless you in ways you've never been blessed because of the way you handle. Amen. God bless you, my friends. Thank you. Can we put our hands together for the day? We're going to turn you around to the audience, and we're going to ask you to tell us who you have with you, and we know hers.
My name's Gerald, my baby Alea, and this is my lady Elizabeth, and we thank you all for welcoming us here today.
I'm kind of going to do this with our outline for today because we are so off, but I have, as soon as you all came in the door and I caught eyes with both of you, I was like, I don't know, something in my spirit